Morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the self-therapeutic multimedia project and a self-improvement process. The human processor, if you'd like to get a better understanding about what we do here on this channel, or how we break it down into domains of life, sub-series, analogies, and so on and so forth, including the live streaming schedule, how we stream every single day, the copyright-free music, and all that kind of jazz, including different formats like relationships and finance and everything that's included. You can check out my previous live streams for the introduction and summary. I'm not going to get into that. Okay, that's for almost 3.5 years, straight to January 2021. So with that being said, let's just skip the introduction and summary and dive into the table of contents. In this particular live stream today, we have maybe about 3-4 sections as usual. The first segment is going to be photography, a little bit of media assets that we missed out on yesterday's live stream. And that's because, I was in a rush to try and cover as much as I could, and I recognized that there was a good chance I wouldn't be able to. So a lot of food, dieting, nutrition, a lot of depth food items, clothing, stuff like that. You can see even down here on the bottom, this kind of Black Forest cake. That's one photograph that I'm showing right now that we will be sort of commentating over. Okay, so that's going to be the maybe first 5 minutes. The next maybe 5 to 8 minutes of the live stream, and it's only going to be about 15 minutes long as usual, is I guess very active. I'm going to stand up. We're going to move around the room. In the backdrop, you can see that that's a kind of region A7. The table designated. If I turn to the side here, we have region B1 and D1 over there. So there's a lot of inventory that we have to clear through in terms of garbage and waste and packaging. We're going to get to that. Just general upkeep that I need to cover, and then finally at the last, I believe the second last portion of the stream is going to be kind of a little bit of abstract stuff. On the left hand side, you see the task list involving things that I really can't show you, but I can speak about, and usually they tend to be the most important things like finance, income tax returns right now, things like trying to run this project while I'm at work, so employment and project kind of bleeding in together, the results of that, experimentation, relationships, stuff like that, including a meeting with HR, and so on and so forth. So that's what we're going to cover in the last portion, the last maybe 2-3 minutes, including a take-home message, which is always important. So with that being said, let's just dive into it. Let's start with the photographs as usual. I will say, of course, the disclaimer is that I'm always going to do things real, raw, and genuine, which means I have to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly in my life. It will cover certain problems or insecurities that may pop up, I'm not going to shy away from PC topics. Okay, with that being said, let's start with this kind of cake right here. I missed out on maybe yesterday's live stream. I'm supposed to show this. It's a Black Forest cake. You can see it's on sale, $3.75 from Walmart. And I just missed it basically. It's not something that I purchased. I never actually bought this item. It's something that I was kind of scouring out, and I saw that it was on sale, and I saw that it was way too much sugar, and it just didn't serve me very well. But it is something that I want to try in the future. Another thing that I forgot to mention that was on sale, the strawberry cream cheese danishes, which I just finished today. We're going to get to the packaging in a second, but again, this is about like $2.60, really cheap. After that, what did we miss as well? We missed this kind of a before and after snapshot of some crackers here. I'm going to pull up 2 photographs of the crackers. So you can see on the top right hand side, we have it before, and that's a package of Ritz crackers that are from my guardians, so class 2 item, and they purchased that. And now I've been involved into some stress-induced binge eating. I've been not taking care of my health as much as I should be, and needless to say, that's the kind of stuff that I was binge eating on. And so I have on the very bottom right hand side now, bottom left hand side, a parallel photograph. Afterwards, I bought my own Ritz crackers and just replaced it with that. So it's a form of debt repayment, and I can just get rid of these 2 photographs now. We have also, in addition to that, this kind of photograph that I want to expand a little bit more on. Yesterday's live stream, I didn't have enough time, and you can see you can see the Pringles there. You can see the Ritz Bits crackers on the very right hand side, And there's supposed to be 2 bags trail mix also. That all of these items, so the Pringles and the Ritz crackers, were things that my guardians tried to give to me because they noticed I was binge eating, but they didn't know I was binge eating. They just knew that I was eating their stuff, and so they decided to buy something as a gift for me, and I just completely rejected and moved it back to their side. And on top of that, there's 2 trail mix crackers, which are also trail mix packages that I binge ate, that I tried to put them there too. In addition to that, I tried to space it out. So, I recognize that a lot of times so one of the main issues with this domestic relationship and this kind of broken family dynamic is that I have a real, I always try to distance myself from them, and that plays into almost 2.5 decades worth of just strife, 3 decades of strife between us. They would go into 6-figure debt. They would destroy their own health, and then they would take out all the problems on me, and then they would take out the problems on each other. And there's not too much to say. It's a generational thing. It's been passed on from my grandparents, who broke my parents, and then my parents broke me. And all you can say is that when my grandparents and great-grandparents are from a third world country, obviously this is no one's fault. It's just the cycle of hatred, of addiction, of gambling, of irresponsibility passed on generation after generation. And no one's to blame. You just have to take responsibility and try to end the cycle the best that you can. And I'm trying to do that. Okay, and I'm just saying here that basically there's this huge personal insecurity of mine where I try to distance myself from them as much as I possibly can. You can see that kind of gap right there in the middle. Today I just moved everything that was mine further off to the left and try to keep their stuff away from me because I don't want to deal with their financial, health, or whatever problems it is. Even though technically I'm sort of caregiving for them. At this point, I'm about to be fired from my job, honestly. It's crazy, everything, like the business, the project, caregiving, employment, volunteering, everything is just my own health, my own sanity. So, the point is, I wanted to take a photograph of this. It's very symbolic. You can see the divide right there, and it's like yin and yang, day and night. Like I'm trying to, I'm seriously fucked up. I'm really fucked up. Okay, so moving on. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this photograph, which isn't a very positive one, obviously, and we'll talk about something a little bit more positive. So we have this kind of thing here. Like I said, business. This is a testimony. You can see it's in Chinese, and I can't read that. That's simplified Chinese, first of all, so I can't understand that. I guess traditional Chinese is what I can read, but anyways, the point is, this is a testimonial for Olympic athletes, for the biocellular nutritional company that I partner with as an associate. With my team, we again have products that a lot of, like 4,500 to this date, Olympic athletes take. Our stock market in the Nasdaq, it's roughly about $97 or so, something like that. And it's a really good company. And I always wanted, I'm a very STEM oriented person. Obviously I have certain standards of rigor that I want when it comes to testimonials and evidence-based research. So when my partner tells me that, we have X number of Olympic athletes, and I actually want the primary sources and the actual, say, the World Tennis Association or the Women's Tennis Association. I want the Olympic athletes. I want the associations and the organizations, like, for example, Hong Kong Institute of Technology and Sydney, Australia's, university there, to actually, I want to find the sources and the statements that they have, that they are partnered with the company that I am. I don't just want to throw out unwarranted claims. And that's the kind of person that I am, because I'm just a very, again, scientifically, analytically oriented person. And so that's how I want to do business. And I asked for her testimonials. And so my partner on my team sent me these photographs of basically, and of the links, the sources to all of this kind of information. And now I can sort of do the research on my own and dig further in for the information. So that being said, that's that. I can get rid of these two now. Okay, finally we can kind of get up. This is the portion of the stream. Like I said, we're gonna start moving around. All right. So this is a region A7. This is region B1. This is D1, and that is D2. Let's start with D2 because we're just pointing at it right now. Okay, lots to sort out here. Shit. We have these two Glucerna bottles here, mixed and strawberry, and these are linked with the ones down here on the bottom. So you can see in D1, this bag next to these, we have this strawberry or chocolate or vanilla, something like that. And then the one underneath is chocolate, I think. I bought these from Walmart, so 6 bottles, again, really cheap for $9 bucks each, plus tax probably 10, so about 20 bucks. In total, they're meal replacements. Okay, so I have 2 bottles up here, ready for work in case I miss out on food. Very simple. It's enough for me to get by, at least. It's not a full meal, but it's enough to get by. Next to it, we have also a purchase of coconut water. I finished the canister already. Again, this is just to keep me hydrated. I usually take a can, one of those bottles of waters in A7 over there, the stainless steel bottles, bring it to work. And I also bring one of these canisters, or next to it right here, we have this fruit to go here, sparkling water, which is free of sugar. So I'm gonna take this and put this inside my work bag right now, which is just a shopping bag, and that's gonna go to work. So yesterday I had the coconut water. Probably tomorrow or on Friday I'll take this to work. So meal replacements, sparkling water, and then the coconut water. Now we have also this bread here, this kind of cheese bread, which I really should not be keeping in my room. It's been up here for 3 days now at least, and you can see for $1.85 it was on sale. So from Walmart, again, this is not supposed to belong here, but the fact is I didn't cover it on camera on live stream, so I need to do that. And it was on sale, and I intend to eat it, take a bit of it for lunch. We also have some stuff down here now in D2. This stuff so was rejected, so my colleague ML, of course, she didn't really feel comfortable accepting this, even though I bought 2 of these. And so I took one and she took the other. And so I'm going to use this for, I guess, well, dinner today at my workplace. So I'm going to drop it inside this bag. Same thing with this black pepper crackers, drop it inside the bag. Maybe that's what I have for work. And then finally, we also bought from Walmart these plastic spoons. So I'm going to move these up here, 48 of them. I still have some remaining inside the bag. And we have this plastic bag, which was the produce bag for bananas. So this, I'll just keep up here for now. Most likely tomorrow morning, I'll take some bread downstairs, the prebiotic bread, put it inside with some ground flax seeds or something like that. And maybe some pizza dipping. You'll see tomorrow morning. And I'll reuse that bag for tomorrow to do the packaging. So now looking to D1, we see that there's, these, back to the Glucerna bottles, these should go downstairs. So I need to take one of this, both of these, and bring them downstairs into the kitchen, so they don't belong in region D1. Same thing with all these paper towels and tissues. This is all trash, so I'm putting it in here and take it to work, and it's going to garbage. I'll clean that up after work. Also in D1, we have this clothing here. It's a jacket. I'm not going to cover it today because it's not urgent. I only have about a minute left on this live stream, but maybe tomorrow morning we'll move on there. But basically now D1 and D2 are finished. We got to move very urgently now to B1 and A7. Specifically A7 here. I'm going to lift up this my phone kind of pouch. You can see 4 receipts here. I have to still finish some documenting, but once I'm done with it, I can put these 4 receipts over here to stash in A5. Most importantly though, I have all this junk here. So if I move the chocolate move crew, which is a Sri Lankan snack food, we have these Cheez-It Crunch crackers. We have this Ritz cracker right here, cheese crackers, which I bought as a depth food item, but I ate it myself. So first of all, and then we have all these 2 boxes of, again, the Danish that I showed a photograph of. It's now emptied and I finished it. Same thing with these lemon tarts for $2.60. So both of these were on sale. I can take both of these and move them for recycling when I go out for work. So in D1, I should also throw away this kind of Indian snack food item here as well, with all the trash in the inside. It's got plastic spoons and paper towels inside. Dal BG, I haven't tried this. Again, high on potassium, so it's better. Needless to say, all this is trash and recyclables. I have less than 10 seconds, so whatever. This is Ahn Rho. I'll have to check out, and see you tomorrow morning. Ciao.